Hey guys, Ross here, and welcome back to the FTB Infinity mod pack server that we've been playing on, which I'm having a load of fun on. And as you can see behind me, a lot has changed actually. I've done quite a bit off camera. Now the reason for this is I did actually start an episode the other day. Now I wasn't 100% happy with it because all I did was I moved things from over here and I started this reactor. Now don't worry guys, this reactor isn't finished. All I did was put the I built this like underground bit with the elevators and stuff, which is really cool. I put the fuel rods in there and the control rods and the cryothium because I think it's cryothium it's called, but it takes so long. So if I do that, cryothium, gelid cryothium bucket. So basically I had to pulverize down some of this, which I generously got from Dustbox, which is the blizz rod, which you get from a mob which he grinded, which is quite good. And then if I go back to cryothium, as you can see here, click this, takes you to this. You need saltpeter or knitter or whatever it's called, snowball and redstone. So as you can see, like I needed snow, so I did actually have a snow golem here. Pretty sure it got killed actually, but yeah, I did have a snow golem there, which is really cool. And now I've sort of sorted stuff out. Now I did have 2 quarries running just while I was off camera and stuff, and I've got quite a few things now, so literally just so that I'm not low on resources during recording and things like that. So I've got loads of stuff, but yeah, it's not really that powerful. So what we're going to do after we've created this big reactor today is we're actually going to be starting the ender quarry, because I've got everything here to build the ender quarry. I'm actually going to do that now. I'm going to go ender quarry, ender space quarry. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to got ourselves an ender quarry. So I'm going to leave that in my inventory there, clear the rest of this out because we don't need this. Well, that's actually Dustbox. I need to get that back to him. Shh, don't tell him, even though he's watching this right now. Sorry, dude. So we also are probably going to go with a few more upgrades once we get to this. But what I want to do first is I want to start like doing all the big reactor stuff. So if I grab all of this out, this big reactor stuff. Now I think I've got a lot more than I need for this, but I just didn't want to have like too little amount of the stuff and end up like being a bit annoyed with like myself and not having enough. So what I'm going to do while I do this actually is yellorium. What I want to do is grab most of this out, most of the stuff there, and I'm going to chuck this into my auto pulverizing thing, just because it's going to take a lot of yellorite. Now that's a lot, but we need the ender quarry to basically keep up with this, because, oh, I'm in a wall. So what I want first is a controller. Like so. I should have really put all this down first, to be fair. So this is technically now a fully working reactor, as you can see, because it's gone to the multi-block thing, and it should work fine. So what we want to do now is we want to put a reactor access port. We're going to do a redstone port as well, purely because I want to be able to turn it on and off with a redstone switch from like up the top, or maybe even wireless. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the redstone one somewhere around here. I don't know. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So we want the power tap. Power tap's going to face this direction over here. And I'm going to do it high up just because it will look cool. I'm not sure if you can, but I'm guessing you can because I just did, basically. Deal with it. So yeah, that's the power tap. There you go. And then what else do we need? We want a reactor access port, which needs the fuel to come in, so I'm going to make that from this side. Yeah, here. Like that. Access port. And then, I still don't know where to put the redstone thing. I think I'm going to leave that for now, and then the coolant port, I will put that on later. But pretty much all I have to do is automate myself putting yellorium in here, like so. So chuck in yellorium. I don't even think it's full. Like, it's core fuel set. So that's 32% is 2 of the yellorium, what do you call it, stacks of yellorium. So yeah, it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot indeed to power this thing, which is awesome. But as you can see, it's not turned on yet, so it's not gonna waste any fuel just yet, because we want to basically tap this in to a big like storage thing. Now, as you can see at the moment, all I've got for sort of storage is this thing over here, which holds 1,000,000 RF. Now, I do want something that's going to be a little bit bigger, so we could maybe use a few more capacitor banks. Like so we got sort of these capacitor banks here, the basic ones. How much do the normal ones? They take 5 million RF, so that's just redstone and the double layer capacitor. That's fairly easy actually. So what I'm going to do that. How many of them can I get? 17. Brilliant. And then if I go to capacitor bank, no, I don't want basic. I want, how do you make a vibrant one? Octane. Oh, so that's the same thing. I just got to upgrade it. So double layer, like that. What is it that I needed? A double layer something. And that's energetic alloy. I tried to make this the other day. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to find the best sort of storage for power, and then I will be back. So guys, my power actually ran out from that 1 million RF, so I had to borrow a Tesseract from Dust, which I'm very, very thankful for. So I'm currently running off of his power at the moment. So we've got this last electrical steel, and we can chuck that in there, and that gives us our power monitor. Now, I'm pretty sure that if I go down here, I get my redstone reactor port. So yeah, this will basically... what I'm going to do with this now is I'm going to attach this... Oh, not there. I'm going to attach this right here, and this will basically read the power outlet. So this is going to connect under here or whatever, or wherever the power outlet is. So there's the access port. The power comes from around there, and then I'm probably going to have my capacitor banks somewhere around here, which will be attached to it. So when the capacitor banks are full, it will then tell me, and then that will turn it off. I think that's how it works. If not, I'll sort it out in a moment. What? Did anybody else see that, or was that just me freaking out? Because I'm pretty sure that said Herobrine was here. Is there a Herobrine mod? I don't even know, I'm so scared. So we've got our first vibrant capacitor bank, which is absolutely brilliant. That's what we want. That is seriously cool. So I'm not 100% sure where I want to put this one. I may put this under here. I'm not 100% sure. But what I will do... where do I want to put it? Do I put it under there, or do I just pop it here for the moment? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it here so that it goes like that, and then I'm going to set it so that that's an input port. Yep, so that will input into there, and then all I need to do now is do activate reactor. Boom. Okay, this is good. That's a very high temperature. That's pretty high, I think. Okay, my energy is building up pretty fast. But yeah, so we got 81% of fuel, 0.3% depleted already. That's just because it's throwing out super quick at the moment. Burnout rate 3,000. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. How quickly this is filling up. So we got 1,000 RF per tick, which is good. We currently got 800,000. So this is going to fill up quickly. Now, basically what I want is that once that's full, or at least however many I've got is full, it's going to turn itself off, which is what I'm going to set up now. And I'm going to test it first because obviously, so we've got cyanide. So that's going to auto eject into a different one in a moment. Yeah, okay. I'm just talking to myself. I will go and sort this out and sort this up, but we've got power now, which is awesome. So I'll connect all that up, which is cool. So guys, I messed up. I actually thought I had to have the redstone signal thing over here, but what I actually needed to do was have it over here and then connect this. So I also made these Ender energy conduits, which can, like, they're better than the rednet ones which I was using. So what this does is this is connected to the redstone thing, as you can see here. So this is the conduit storage in RF. So this is how much the conduit has. It has 660,000. Capacitor bank storage is 25 million. The machine buffers, we got about 10 million in there. So in all the buffers, there's the max we can have. We got about 7. And they're sort of going up and down, fluctuating there. And the average output over 5 seconds is 1 RF per tick. and the average input is 144. So what I've set up here is engine control is on, and emit signal when storage is less than 75%. So what this means, I think, is that this will then turn it on when everything becomes less than 25%. So if I then add to this little selection here, this is where I'm going to keep all my capacitor banks down here, purely because they're not that great to look at, I'm not gonna lie. So I've also got my Tesseract there, so it looks pretty flush. Do that. So this should then go up to 50,000, and that's now going up. Does that mean this is on now? No, that means it's off again. Right. So why is that's going down? Okay, so what I want to do, capacitor, so it's less than 75. What I want is if it's less than, let's say 40. If it's less than 40%, I think that's fair enough. Is this going to start going up? I'm seriously confused here. Right, I'm going to be back once I've sort of figured this out, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. Okay, so this is working now. So as you can see, it's pulsing on and off because basically I've set it to 100. So this is going to emit a signal when it's less than 100% full. But what we actually want to change this to is about, we're going to stick on 70. So what this means is that if our entire system becomes less than 70% full with power, it will then reactivate the reactor, because the reactor right now is offline, and we've got 50 million RF in our system, so we can hold 50 million RF. The machines are going to continue to power up, but the what do you call it? I can't think of the names of them. Oh my god, what are they called? Vibrant capacitor banks, that's what they're called. When they become, well, when the entire system becomes less than 70% full, it will then power on and will go back up to 70%, I think. No, we'll go stop when storage is greater than or equal to 99% full. Yeah, so it's around about that. That's how it works. So it's not going to constantly use our power, which I think is really, really good. I'm not really sure what any of this does. Reactor control, reactor chosen. Oh, this is quite cool. So it's showing how much you can actually use. It's a bit like a nuclear reactor, a real one. That's really cool. So this is a bit random, I know. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go away for a bit. I'm gonna play around with this, see if this system does actually work. I'm gonna clean up all of this because we don't need it. That was empty. That was definitely empty just a minute ago. But yeah, so I'm gonna be back in a bit, guys. And I'm gonna just continue to make loads of these vibrant capacitor banks, which is awesome. So yeah, has that just switched on again? Doesn't look like it did, but it was just going up. I don't know. Yeah, so is this back on? So guys, welcome back. And actually, I was going to do the whole like, what do you call it, the Ender Quarry, but I ended up having a bit of trouble with my ME system. I have to build a whole controller thing, and I'm actually going to do that next episode because it's quite a big project. But next is what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to sort of start with the second layer. Now you're probably thinking, you've done loads on the bottom, there's not really much to fill with the top. So basically this layer down here is going to be power and this thing basically, and like the automatically sorted stuff like this is all going to be down here, and wires and all sorts of stuff like this will all be gone. I'm going to try and have like these sorts of things on every level, and then this second level here is actually going to be an automation level. So as you can see, I've got a cobblestone generator. So what I want to do with this cobblestone generator is pop that there. Then I want to open this up and put in a world interaction upgrade and 3 speed upgrade. And as you can see here, it's going up super quickly. So that is absolutely brilliant. If we pop that on top, this should be filling up with cobblestone by the second, which is absolutely awesome. Now you're probably thinking, you already have loads of cobblestone, why do you need any more? Now basically what I want to be able to do is I actually want to be able to make sand. Now you're thinking, why do you need sand now? Come on, this is ridiculous. You can just go and get this yourself. Now, one of the biggest problems for me is that on this world, the only sort of desert we've found, like we've found a couple more. I mean, you've got like this thing over, actually no you don't, this is the desert. So this thing entirely here. This is the desert. Now, if I go into this, what will actually happen is there's a world chunk error somewhere here, and we don't end up actually going in there, so we just stay out of there. Now, as you can see, everywhere else, there isn't actually any desert, or so I've seen so far. Now, I've explored quite a lot, but I mean, it's so much easier just to do this. It's not going to take any power. It literally takes a deep storage unit and that, which is nothing. And all I can do with this now is basically, if we go to the bit where it says pulverizer, we can turn the cobblestone into sand with a pulverizer, and we can get some gravel from it as well, which is actually what we make this concrete out of. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to go grab the rest of the bits and bobs, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay guys, welcome back, and in that time that I was away, I was probably away like 10-15 minutes, not even that, I'd say 5 minutes I was away, and I got around about 500 cobblestone from that, and that's a lot for the fact that it's not taking any power. It's literally just got these two things here. It's such a simple system. I don't know why many people don't really do it, but we're going to try and compact this down as much as possible so it's like a really, really small system. So what I want to do... So I also made a hardened pulverizer as well, so it's next tier up. So what I want to do is pop that there. Actually, no, I don't. I take that back. I do not want to do that. Like that, and then I want to make this go forward by 1, and then down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this tesseract. Just for the moment, I'm going to pop the tesseract here. I can't imagine I'm going to be using it a whole lot often after this. I'm going to pop it underneath because that's where the power is going to be coming from. Yep, and I'm going to receive power. So yeah, receive power, set, that should be, oh yeah, that's filling up fine, brilliant. So yeah, that's automatically creating sand now. That's absolutely awesome. So this is also going to create some gravel as well. So what we want to be able to do is we want to output some from each side. So we want the sand to go one side and the gravel to go the other. We want to meet in the middle so they both sort of are stored in the same place. Now, eventually, this is going to be attached to the ME system, and we're going to take it all down. But for the moment, I'm just going to use some deep storage units, which is what I've got over here. I've got this one. I'll take this, and I'll also take this one. I know it's so random, but let me pop these up here. So we want one there, and then we're gonna need more of the transfer nodes. We jump down there. We need some elevators as well. Transfer nodes. Oh, baby zombie. You cannot hit them with a bow. They're so difficult. They just run everywhere. There you go. So transfer nodes. There we go. I'm going to need 2 of them, so I'm going to need to make another chest, which is not what I expected to run out of. Oh, I could have made, yeah, I'll make 4. I'll make 5. Just in case, because we're going to be more and more of these systems. So like sand isn't just what we're going to be doing up here. We're obviously going to be doing a lot more than just sand. So we block the items on there. Yep, they're already blocked, so that's sweet. So it shouldn't actually be receiving any. And then this should be sand in there, and then the right side we want to make yellow and block that off, so we can do that, and then that. Am I correct? Yeah, so that's storing gravel, that's storing sand. So that is like our automatic system, which I'm pretty happy with. And yeah, so we're just constantly collecting cobblestone. What I'm also going to do is lock that, so it's always going to have cobblestone in it, just in case maybe something gets dropped or something goes wrong and something goes there. It's not actually going to store like something else, I don't know. So we've got gravel here and we've got sand. Now, I'm not 100% sure how much... Actually, let me just check this. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how much of the... how much like deep storage units keep in their thing, but I don't know, I'm just going to roll with it. But what we want to do from here is actually have something coming across, and then this is going to actually have the sand go into it, and then it's going to output straight down into glass. So let me just have a little think where I want to put that, because obviously we got the thing, so I could actually put it in front of that, just for the moment. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to go make a what is it called, a redstone furnace, and then I'll be right back. So I've just been waiting a little bit just to get a bit more sand before we start this, but we've got like 64 and 23 in here, And then we've got almost 1,000 cobblestone in there. So that's going up a little bit quicker than this is pulling it out, which is sort of what I want, just because it's going to, like, I want to have a lot of cobblestone. So if for some reason I need to use most of this, I want to be able to have like a backup of cobblestone here, because that's the whole point of it. I also want to get into bedrockium in the future, so I want to be able to have loads of cobblestone spare. So basically what we've got here is we've got the sand, and I did actually try this system out just a minute ago to make sure it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that there, and then I'm just going to throw the redstone furnace there, which is also hardened, into there, which is going to just go straight up with all that stuff, which is brilliant, and that's going to come out of glass. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with all this glass now, because I could put it straight into the ME system, but because it's so such a quick system, I think I'm going to use another deep storage unit. I know I'm like overusing deep storage units here, but actually what I could do to make this more efficient is that. Yep, I could do that, and I could have also put that up there as well, and that makes it like super compact. But yeah, we got like the gravel there, and then we just need another deep storage unit to fill with glass. I would like to connect all of this eventually. Like, I'll probably do it off camera, because I'm a little bit confused with my, as I said, I'm a little bit confused with my ME system at the moment. I've got way too many inputs, so I've got all these as inputs and all this over here as well as inputs. So it's overblocked for one ME controller at the moment, but I'm sure we can sort it out. So I really want to put that there, but that's not gonna work. Okay, let me get my crescent hammer. Oh. No, I was gonna say I had a saw on me, but I don't. Saw, ta-da, and then luckily I've got some panels in my inventory of the laboratory blocks, so we can just use that. Like, oh, other way, like that. Is that? No, that's a panel. There you go. So we've got 8 of them. So what I want to do is I want to put that there, stop that, and then I want to put that there and there. And then I want to put that there and there. And then I want to be able to put this right there. And then have the finished product coming straight out of the face. Will that work? I don't think it will. Because I really want it coming out like that. Maybe I can put it a different direction. If I put it there, can I then put that there? Yeah, so that stops it. Okay, that's what I want. And then I want to have that come round, or I can just put this straight under. Yeah, okay. So if I put that right there, and then, yep, that's fine. I can get rid of all them really, but it looks quite cool like that. And then this is filling up with glass by the second. And all I need to put on there now is a storage module, which will allow my ME system like I have got with my cobblestone down here. So I've got my cobblestone with a storage. So basically this is filled with 300,000 pieces of cobblestone. And it's not actually attached to my ME system, but I can get it out of my ME system and put it back into the deep storage unit, so it's really handy. But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to end the episode there. I'm really happy with that. That was something I really wanted to do because glass is just so annoying. It's one of the sort of things in the mod pack which you can't, you can automate it, but it's not something you sort of think about on a daily basis. It's really quite annoying when you get to the point of like making, look, this is the point I'm making. So if I go redstone furnace, like straight away you've got this thing here made out of glass. There you go, 4 glass, and it took me ages. I had to leave this system for ages so that I could actually get the glass. But yeah, I'm super happy with that. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, and if you didn't, tell me why, and if you are new, stay tuned. See ya. Bye.